What's up, y'all? This is Vontaee. I'm back with another video.
Not a 7 billion. I meet the goalpost when it's moving. They say I can't, then I do it. Your favorite.
If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel, and if you're back, welcome back. I don't know why I always be saying but oh yeah, y'all go follow me on TikTok. Go on my Instagram and stuff. Go look at my Twitter. Go look at the OnlyFans. Like, y'all gotta go look at the socials. Like, why not? Like, you might as well. But anyways, we talking about NLE Choppa because as y'all know, he's been queer baiting. I was watching this dude named Say So TV, and he was literally describing it exactly how I seen it. But yeah, basically he's gay baiting. Like, he made it seem like he was coming out and he performed at Pride. He wants to keep his straight audience, right? But he wants to pander to the gays. But anyways, this video is called the TikTokification of NLE Choppa, because as y'all know, when he first came out, he was all hard and all macho and all hood and stuff. But you know, now like he's you know, he playing the fence a little bit. You know, I feel like his PR team or whoever's behind the label, like behind NLE Choppa and all of that, I feel like they trying to see what sticks. They trying to figure out what sticks for him. Why do I always say I gotta quit that shit. I always be like To me, you are the star of the show still.
NLE Choppa has gone through a pretty drastic transformation in his career that is hard not to take notice of. For those of you that don't know, NLE Choppa burst out into the scene in 2018 at the young age of 16, and his image and music was
Hold on, y'all. 2018? Why I don't feel like it was that long ago? And he was 16, and now he finna be like, what, 22? 23? And it's gonna be 2025. That's 7 years ago. Oh, Lord.
stark contrast to what it is now, in more than a normal maturation way. It was really in 2019 when he began his Shot of Flow series that he rose to viral prominence. It gained him both critical and commercial success. His music was often darker, discussed themes of street life, as well as the party life. I remember him receiving a lot of
Oh, y'all need to drink water. Why have I not been drinking water like I normally do? Okay.
comparisons to NBA Youngboy, who his rise seemed to mirror in many ways, and they both have pretty energetic and sometimes aggressive rapping styles. He continued leaning into this trajectory with hit songs like Go Stupid alongside Polo G and Walk 'Em Down with Roddy Ricch, but around 2020 there seemed to be a noticeable switch in the brand of NLE Choppa. He went through this short-lived phase where he adopted a peace, love, happiness.
Man, what I feel like happened to him is I feel like the industry, because you know they be tainting the artists. Like, I feel like Glorilla, she was more masculine when she first started, like way more masculine, but now like she don't be having as much clothes on, and like I don't know, they be doing shit to the artists, like the labels and stuff. And I feel like they tried to push an image on NLE Choppa. They tried to have him go like, and maybe you know he really was in the spiritual path, but I feel like um they was letting him know like that shit not gonna sell. Like, we need you to go a different direction, a direction that's really gonna sell, that's gonna get you the bread.
In Earthspill, where he promoted veganism, holistic.
And I actually liked NLE Choppa when he was on his spiritual shit. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I fuck with that, because there's not a lot of rappers out there. Like, it's like not many at all that actually talk about, like, you know, shit that we really need to hear, shit that's really good for our subconscious, like, you know.
approaches, and distanced himself from his more hard-pressed themes of street life and darkness. This coincided with an album titled From Dark to Light. He often did meditations and made outrageous claims, like how he could control the earth and wind. He stated how his herbs helped heal cancer. He also shared conspiratorial views towards the pandemic and masks.
I'm grounded when the sun rise. Life is all a lie until you open your third eye. Change your vibrations and you. But I like that song. That song is hard. Maturity and prosperity. That's all I've been showing. No, for real. No, for real.
This phase in his career ultimately felt like an empty publicity stunt or an attempt to troll. His current image did a really successful job at making people forget this entire era of his career even existed. I even forgot about it, but I remember seeing it all over social media. This phase did not last long, and his 2022 album Me vs. Me, that had features from Young Thug, Polo G, G Herbo, and Moneybagg Yo, was pretty much a return to form to his original more hardcore focused style. I do think it's important to mention that while the production was a bit inconsistent, his talent was prevalent on his projects up until this point. However, that would seem to go to the wayside, as he would seem to embrace an image that has more in common with a camp pop star than an around-the-way rapper.
What the what? A camp pop star? Why a camp pop star? I don't know. I don't. Why he say that?
It's an image that has more in common with a camp pop star than an around-the-way rapper. The biggest problem being that he seemed to sacrifice quite a lot of his artistic merit in the process of honing in on his talent in favor of a gimmicky TikTokified rebrand. This also coincided with his rise as a sex symbol. I would say his rebrand really caught wind when he released Slut Me Out in 2022.
Most definitely, bro. When NLE Choppa released "Let Me Out," I was like, "What is going on?" Because it just did not seem. It didn't seem like something that we would hear from NLE Choppa. I started hearing about how he like getting his salad tossed. Like he would talk about that in his music, and that used to catch me off guard too. Because I'm like, this nigga like getting his salad tossed, like NLE Choppa. I don't know. That was just like wild.
He walked fellow female rappers Suki Hana and Sexy Red by their hair, and relished in provocative
Oh yeah, and that caused a lot of controversy too. Because why are you walking these black women by their hair? And I feel like the labels they love when niggas do dumb shit like that because it just degrades us. Like, cause back in like this shit goes all the way back to slavery. Back in slavery, like black women used to be like sex symbols, and that's all they really seen black women as. And literally nowadays, like most of the black women look like strippers. Like I mean, most of the black female rappers they look like strippers. Why did I say black female rappers? Most of the female rappers look like strippers because they got an agenda they want to push, and that's why NLE Choppa had to go back to what he was doing because the spiritual shit wasn't gonna work. Like the labels they don't want to hear that. They don't want to push that.
head-turning subject matters, and set wind when he released Slut Me Out in 2022. He walked fellow female rappers Suki Hana and Sexy Red by their hair, and relished in provocative head-turning subject matters. I don't think this song is bad. It's actually kind of subversive for a modern hip-hop song. So many sex songs in hip-hop tend to solely reinforce male dominance, and while NLE Choppa also does that in this song, he also shines light on
And then he says, "Play with my gooch." Rip off my shirt if you love me.
acts that embrace his submissive side, like telling his lover to spit in his face and rip off his shirt. It's definitely a song dependent on shock factor. There's not anything interesting going on musically, but once again, it's not a bad song, but it certainly marked a new beginning for him. I'd say another song that marked his ascension into TikTokification is It's Getting
Man, when I heard this bullshit, I mean it grew. I feel like it grew on me, but when I first heard this, I was like, "What is this bullshit? Like, what is this?"
Hot, a song that is built on the Nelly classic Hot in Here. It's one of what feels like hundreds of uninspired samples or interpolations built on familiar classic songs that everyone knows and loves, where the artist interpolating the song just says the most outlandish or stupid things over the beat in order to go viral. It sounds so cheap and poorly made. The thing I hate about these type of songs is that they are deceptive. They try to fool people into thinking they like them, or by concealing their laziness, by heavily utilizing a well-loved song pretty much verbatim without being transformative to the original production. There is no need for this. It's an empty vanity project. We then have Slut Me Out 2, which is a flamboyant dance pop sex anthem.
A flamboyant dance pop sex anthem. I don't know why that's funny. Like the way he described it. A flamboyant pop sex anthem? That's what he said?
Vanity project. We then have Slut Me Out 2, which is a flamboyant dance pop sex anthem. It follows up the original Slut Me Out, but has some more interesting things going on musically, with a hook that says, "If I was a bad bitch, I'd wanna fuck me too." It's inventive in ways, but it's one of those songs pandering very hard towards virality. I can't help but to think of Lil Nas X and his approach to artistry when hearing this song, and I feel like NLE has kind of meshed the best of both worlds. He kinda adopted
That's what I'm saying, bro. He don't want to come out because he knows. I'm not saying that he's fruity, because why did I just say that? I just said he don't want to come out. But I'm saying like even when he did his performance at Pride, Like what the LGBT community, what they gotta realize is that that nigga, he literally had all his clothes on. He didn't show none of his body parts. If you watch Say So TV and you watch his video about NLE Choppa, that nigga didn't show none of his body parts. But at all of his concerts, his normal concerts that are not Pride, he shows his butt cheeks, he shows his body, his chest. He wants to make sure that the straight people don't stop listening to him and that they don't stop fucking with him. But he wants to pander to the gay audience too. And he knows that gays, they gonna get him, he gonna get his money. That ain't gonna get his, he gonna get his money from us.
Adopted that over-the-top flamboyance that Lil Nas X took on, but he also has the charismatic heartthrob angle that Jack Harlow took on. I really do believe WAP set off a new precedent of virality in the age of TikTok. Extremely outlandish or funny subject matter, crazy and colorful visuals, and usually a viral TikTok dance to go along with it. Following closely behind WAP came Montero Call Me By Your Name, which I view as a gay cartoonist extension of WAP. And then we have the
What? The way he be describing stuff is crazy. He said a gay cartoonist version of WAP. Hello?
What you doing, Deedle D?
Okay. Alright.
the lesser, whether that be in song form, rollout, or subject matter.
I don't even
of
remember
WAP.
what he said.
And then we have the lesser.
Oh
whether
yeah, he
that
said cartoon form. Cartoon what he say? My bad, y'all.
view as a gay cartoonist extension of WAP. And then
A gay cartoonist extension of WAP? Y'all, tell me I'm tripping, but that does not, that just sounds so like AI. Like it sounds like AI fucking. I just what?
we have the lesser, whether that be in song form, rollout, or subject matter, which is Unholy by Sam Smith and Kim Petras, and Paint the Town Red by Doja Cat, which both adopted religious imagery, but for lack of better words, just sounded like pedestrian shopping mall music or a song you hear in a kid's Halloween movie. I think NLE Choppa kind of soaked up some of that juice from this post-WAP, post-Montero pop landscape, and applied it to his artistry.
You think so? Like, does he really think that? Because I don't know. Maybe I just never thought of it like that. But like, huh? You think he took some of the inspiration from a little bit from Lil Nas X, a little bit from Doja Cat, a lot from WAP, maybe a little bit I could see from WAP, maybe a little bit. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think there's anything wrong with him going in a popular, sex-forward direction, but maybe he can find a balance that still shows his talents as a rapper. It just feels very novelty-driven, unlike the music that he began with. I can't help but to think of a lot of other new artists who have kind of adopted this TikTok formula, where it's just quotables and vibes. Obviously there's Ice Spice, but it's different in this case because NLE Choppa is actually talented. We also have artists like Coi Leray and Lotto. Lotto is seemingly on a path to finding her balance though. No one wants to play the long game anymore and really
Damn, that's true. Nobody wants to play the long game, but I feel like that's because these labels, they got, because even when you hear Coi Leray at first, like, hold on, this is so off topic, and I know y'all probably don't give a hell, but I'm finna show y'all anyways. All it says NASA warns asteroid is supposed to
Bitch, a big thought. I don't trust these bitches dropping hoes, so then she get hot. Is her ass fat? Does
we
she
should
get
get
money?
money. That's Coi Leray. She was way more tomboyish, but then they had her looking like a goddamn. They had her out here looking like a goddamn stripper, looking like a goddamn OnlyFans model. Does she even make music anymore?
develop and hone in on their craft. They want instant gratification and water themselves down. But I mean, at the same
Yeah, water
time, can we
themselves
really
down.
blame them? The music industry has turned to shit, and they have to get paid. But the thing is, I don't think they have to turn into a caricature of themselves to become more wide appealing and to grow in visibility. I kind of view NLE as like an all-around personality now instead of just an artist. He kind of has like this modern day
Okay, yeah. He's more of like, I don't know, but at the same time, I feel like he's smart though. Like he knows what he's doing. He definitely knows what he's doing. Because if he would have stayed the same route he was going, then he probably would have fell off way quicker. Like the same little street songs that he was making and all of that. But now it's like he's branching off more into a wider audience, and that's always good. Like you always want a wider audience. You don't want to just stay so niche, because when you're too niche, you stay too, you're not global. Like maybe now he could reach global superstardom because of that one song, If I Was a Bad Bitch. Because people around the world be listening to that song. Like, but his other music, I think Shotta Flow was like, I think it does have like hundreds of millions of views. Okay, but y'all get what I was saying though. Y'all get what I was saying.
A Flavor Flav shtick going on. Something positive has come out of this new era of NLE Choppa. Unfortunately, it's not his music thus far, but he's kind of operating as a bridge of acceptance when it comes to hip-hop and gay people, which is so necessary.
And I mean, this is cool too because in the hip hop community, there's not a lot of they don't be accepting gay rappers or LGBT rappers. But at the same time, it's like we don't need his acceptance. Like this is what I feel like we do not need his acceptance. We don't need you to do this. Like we really don't. Like where were you? Where were you 5 years ago? 10 years ago? I mean, not 10. He wasn't out. Where was him? Where was this when he first started? When he was first coming out? Like I feel like he just wants to pander to the gays. He wants gay support and stuff, but at the same time, he don't really fuck with the gays for real. He wants that audience.
Necessary and honestly past due. We've had gay rappers and bi rappers ascend in the charts over the past decade, but unfortunately, LGBT people are still rolled out in greater conversations. Hip-hop is a genre that is strongly ingrained in machismo and male dominance, and in the eyes of many men, being attracted to another man is the least manly thing you can do. The Baby's Rolling Loud set showed us that even if gay people are supporting your music in hip-hop, they are susceptible to being ostracized and shamed. NLE Choppa has taken on a completely different approach, acknowledging the impact the LGBT community has had on the success of his recent music, and proudly proclaiming his support and willingness and eagerness to perform for them. No, I don't think people should receive praise for not being homophobic and respecting their faith.
Exactly. That too. Like you think because you accept us, because you accept us, we give a but it's always gonna be those gays that's gonna drop down to their knees. But I'm just saying, like, you think we should give because you accept us? We don't need your acceptance. We don't. And that's what I be trying to get to people too. Like, I don't give a fuck if you accept me. I don't care. Okay. Go over there. Like you don't accept me? All right, go over there. And once you pick your side, I hope you
Fan base, that's human decency. But I do think it's important to highlight the importance of a heterosexual rapper with NLE's visibility taking on this route, and hopefully it prompts change. But the thing is, even when he is doing good, he can't help but to let out those TikTok hungry ways.
and this is the problem too. He's gay baiting with his dumbass OnlyFans where he don't be showing nothing. I never paid for it. I don't know, but I'm just saying I heard that he don't show shit on there. But yeah, like he over here saying he coming out and shit. Like, come on now. Now you doing too much. Now you pushing it. Now you pushing it.
Of promotion pour out. Shortly after sending out a video to his LGBT fan base and embracing them, he made a tweet that said he was coming out, and it sat there for a while and obviously gained a lot of attention. Then he followed it up by promoting his music, which is so corny. But yeah, the transformation of NLE Choppa is interesting and so drastic.
Alright, y'all. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, go watch some more of my videos. Deuces.